Hello, hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. However you want to categorize it. Please do not die on me, internet. Ugh. Greetings and salutations, folks. This is Lord Ryan here. Today we're back for more Honkai Star Rail. Last... Oh god, the recap's going to be weird. The last stream has been split apart. For some reason, the stream connection on the internet did not want to play nice. Ironically, I don't know what happened, but it kind of crapped out twice, and I blamed the new boss for it. So, yeah, we're back. The controller still drifts to the left for some reason, so I need to look that up later, but yeah, we're back for more 3.1 shenanigans, and I totally forgot to look at this very quickly here. So, if we go to, what was it? Not terms, what was the thing? Maybe the bookshelf? No, that's all the readable stuff. I'm trying to remember what was. Oh, here we go. So we go to Fate's Atlas. It kind of gives you the whole idea. So we basically went through a good chunk of 3.1 here. So we only have a little bit left. But I don't know how much left we're talking about, considering if my original stream didn't crap out, it would have been about 3 hours long, so I think we might have a good amount of time left. And if we do finish early, we can actually just move on to some Yakuza, as I promised earlier. However, I have to reserve my expectations, because the internet goddess Chan does not approve of something, and I'm pretty sure I pissed off something. It's not RNG goddess, it's probably the internet goddess, and I don't know. But anyway, let's go back to this real quick, and then we were actually following along with Aglaya and Tribi. And, yeah, Edgelord, Avatar of Death, I'm assuming, basically overpowered the group, and we actually had to have the tree lady, Gaia. I forgot what her name in this universe was already, but she helps us fight the not Virgil, Edgelord, Nazgul-looking MFer. In fact, I wonder if it's the thing that the boss is on here. Let's see. I doubt it. Cosmos. Yeah, so those are new enemies, the Tide Eroded Blades. So they're not Fragmentum, which is a little off-putting. So that kind of destroys my theory of Fragmentum monsters, because the Fragmentum monsters are everywhere, with the exception of Amphorius, because it's been closed off. But we occasionally see them in Divergent Universe portions of Penacony and in other areas, like the Cianjo. So, but, yeah, so I guess it did, because we didn't technically kill the final boss, or at least the boss. I'm pretty sure it's going to show up right here as a Crespacular beasts, I guess. I guess they're made from alchemy, I guess. Or it might show up here at part of the Cosmos, so it'll be an out of order type thing. So, we'll see. But enough chit-chat. We have, first login to do. And then we got stuff to do with the 3.1, but at least let me try to do some of my dailies, because I totally forgot to do it because I was rushing, because I had work in the morning. But, I digress. So... Oh, I forgot to set the thing. Yes, I have a shit ton of side quests to do. I haven't done. I know, busy. But yeah, I still need to figure out what's going on with my controller, because it keeps swerving to the left for some reason. I could have sworn I fixed this earlier. People are fused together. That's usually not a fun thing. Oh, we're not supposed to go there, we're going this way. Okay, so adventuring definitely was useful in protecting our asses against the edgelord, but I would like to have my main girl Silverwolf back, thank you. As much as people mean that she's useless, she's technically not.
Here's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like this?
Open the door! Faster!
Is someone injured over there? What happened here?
Watch out! Watch out! For the Kremnoan!
Kremnoan? This is their doing?
Aggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's help the injured people first. Excuse me, coming through. Oh, you two are here.
Oh look, it's Pink Barbara!
Even the Twilight Courtyard is involved? What in the world happened here? I actually just came to relax. But as soon as I got here, I saw all these people lying on the ground. I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels like they've just spent too much time in the hot water.
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam? Where is the manager of the baths?
He disappeared, and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying that the Kremnoans are behind this. Lady Aglaya, what do you think about this?
Let these people rest. The two of you, please come with me.
This is too elaborate to be a, prank.
Have you thought of something, Aggie?
Yes. While their intentions elude me, it's time to bring this farce to a close.
This is really bad.
Oh my.
This is all you can do, huh? Pitiable deliverer.
Mydei? Mydei? You did not just give Finan Olga's death from Gundam. You did not.
Snowy! Even Snowy!
You did not just punch me with emotional damage there.
The culprit is Mydei.
Dee, what did you do to everybody?
You just turned up the temperature.
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
Duel?
As I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City, but they're still impulsive youths at heart. Speak up, Mydei. Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in this time.
I can't take this seriously. They did the Ironblood Orphans ending, where Olga dies and he had his finger in the blood stain. It's just, I mean, it could have been funny. It could have been the Yamcha death traitor. Oh well. That's like the second Gundam reference I've seen since I've been playing this. Okay. Oh well, I didn't even see the choices.
No, none of those sound right. Forget it. Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent deliverer finally deigning to step outside? What kind of response is that?
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response. I don't feel anything special from you. Have you passed the demigod trial?
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial.
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In Twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold. Her walls sturdy, tales untold. Dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands. Figs and olives, oh so grand.
Is it just me, or was that tattoo always on his neck? Or is it just me just now noticing it?
Yet little do they know that they will step into flames, fuel to the fire, a burning brand.
What are you playing at this time?
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right?
Kremnoans steer clear of such weak literature. But my library doesn't lack collections of this kind.
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akama is distant from many people's homes.
I know how to interpret poetry, Haikis.
There's no point in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but it seems to me that you aren't prepared for the trial either.
Don't compare your situation with mine. My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on my own without first resolving their issues.
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mydei, and the heir to the throne of Kremnos, wish to defy tradition that has endured among your people for millennia?
I'm still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer you counsel. An idea does strike me, though.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead. Let's see what terrible ideas you've come up with this time.
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mydei, let's recommence our previous competition. This time, we'll see who can stay in the super hot bath for longer. What? Are you chickening out?
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language. I just find this situation absurd. That's all. All-knowing historian, are you not aware that we Kremnoans use boiling water from sword forging for our baths? Looks like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette today.
Ah.
And thus, an unprecedented son of battle commences!
Why must he make it so epic?
With unparalleled resolve, the two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam. Flames intertwine with scalding vapor, reaching toward the heavens, shrouding the sky and the sun. The spectacle is so magnificent that none dare gaze upon it directly. Since we can't see what's happening in the competition, why don't I regale you with a tale of kings to pass the time?
It's not like
Recall the legend of the Gorgo lion mentioned by a certain veteran? The central figure, the main character,
oh no.
was not the sole sovereign of that land. An oryx stood as its formidable rival long before the dawn of Erechrysia. The two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos. The lion regarded the oryx as its food, while the oryx perceived the lion as a scornful, oppressive, and challenging barrier that it swore to topple with its antlers.
Someone's having a little bit too much fun.
For tens of thousands of years, without respite, the two creatures thus continued their relentless pursuit and rivalry. It fixated on its rival's fleeing form in the chase.
This sounds like a really bad fan fiction now.
Put its sights on the other's neck, nearly within reach. It was stuck in a corner. It had nowhere to escape. On the land of Amphorius, some lives meet their end at dusk, some at dawn, and yet others are fated to perish under the blistering sun at noon. And at last, the most scorching moment of the day descended upon them. The formidable hand of fate heeded their call and arrived!
My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature a little?
What? You're chickening out already?
Get lost.
Are you asking me to get lost, or...
Do whatever you want.
Oh, please forget my presumptuousness, my lords.
This disappointment. Her face is like, I should not be surprised.
What a spectacle of folly.
This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan from understanding your own place.
What I'm saying is, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you.
Personally escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
This isn't fair.
This damn thing, man. It's
You're wearing way less than I am.
Is this
who told you to wear armor inside the damn bath in the first place?
the baths while
Exactly!
full armor?
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for flee in the Kremnoan language.
He's starting to sound like Worf from Star Trek with all the Kremnoan, interesting facts.
Very well. Let us bring this farce to a close, shall we? Warriors, it's time to get moving.
Well, that was pretty funny. They're actually keeping score.
Alas, the flame chase journey is destined to be a lengthy one, replete with obstacles.
But thanks to those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air. Oh, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmorial Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plans? Hyacinth, would you care to join us?
Such an empty bath is indeed a rare sight. I was looking forward to unwinding after work. I'd be delighted to accept your invitation, Lady Treeby.
How about we go to the biggest bath?
Oh my. It's all shiny.
Let me check. The water temperature feels just perfect.
So, how is the feeling of having the entire bath to yourselves?
It's so good.
But, Lady Treeby, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
We will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
Please understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the blessings of Yanis.
Oh,
Are you curious about us, Hyacinth?
I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
Don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long, long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie. Then, because of reasons, we inherited Yanis's divinity and gained the power of passage.
The rewarding things get serious. I'm not apologizing. I'm using that as a thumbnail.
And in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
Well, we kind of understood that part from the trailer.
Each opening
And the
of
character-
the Sentry Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradually regressing towards infancy, both in body and mind.
We don't know what awaits us at the end either, but
Oh, man.
anyway, that's why we've turned into children.
In that case, when you opened that giant sentry gate above Akama during the battle against Nikador,
Well, there's no way around it. We all know that the flame chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Noosporists is the soul. We explore its depletion and methods to restore dispersed souls. As long as research continues, there might be a breakthrough that can help. We will do everything we can.
So your first reaction is in fact denial. You're indeed an Access student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
Now there's another reason to look forward to tomorrow.
Lady Treeby, what's wrong?
That foreshadow I mentioned a while ago is happening.
Something's off. It's that strong feeling again.
Ah,
Is it Brienne?
This has to be around the time we were getting our asses kicked.
Wait, no. It's not Trian this time.
Wait, what?
It's Trinan. Trinan is in danger.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Meanwhile... These two idiots.
Escorting the bathers home.
How does one contender alone make a valid competition?
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know.
Haikas.
What is that word? Is that your native tongue?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasize the completely wrong syllable.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient tongue of Kremnos.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it comes to writing...
You can write?
Uh-oh.
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
That was in jest. I understand. After all, you spent all your childhood wandering far from home.
Worry about yourself first, deliverer. You also never mention your hometown, apart from when you need to introduce yourself.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Mydei's Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames of war. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams, and in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
I knew it.
Yes, I saw it all. Mydei's Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family, friends, and my kin, lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky, just like on that day. And before my eyes, that murderer killed Cyrene. But I saw its form this time. A black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword that carried an ominous aura.
He's talking about the Edgelord. He's talking about the Nazgul-looking MFer.
I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time, I still couldn't defeat it.
You were blinded by hatred, and almost lost yourself in that trial.
That's right. And that's why I am truly thankful to you, Mighty Mouse.
You finally picked up some manners. Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mydei? What did you see in that trial? What do you fear?
There is no word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as... my old comrades, Hephaestion, Perdiccas, Ionius, Ptolemy, and Possesta. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these five have been by my side. We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring. Each night, we would gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and singing our hearts out. The wind in the wilds of Amphorius smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk to the honey brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure, but was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink. Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all those strange folk remedies. Ionius was a swift runner, and our most reliable messenger. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. we left Kremnos, he made off with a stack of ancient tomes for the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, as my family owns the library. And then there was Possesta. He was the silent type, but a truly masterful musician.
This is the first time I've heard you mention these five. And their names.
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment managed to join Akuma. Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the second month of cultivation. In the end, his remedies mended all but himself.
Yes, Greek tragedy with irony.
Mydei, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon the enemy.
Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months. On the night of the fiercest storm, our foes launched their assault.
Idonia. Is that the city Casterus used to live in?
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the face of death. But they lacked respect for honor. They cornered us in a bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat. They cut his legs off.
Oof.
He vanished into the mire of a foreign land. His body never to be recovered.
I guess he was stuck in the typical Soulsborne toxic swamp.
This is perfect. Mydei, I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne to the nether realm.
20 dusks later, we finally breached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurper's plea for peace. However, the rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on fire became their final resting place.
Mydei, please tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Amphorius' entire history.
Then, it was Possesta. He lured the enemies into the city of Aenionis with his melodies, buying us invaluable time. Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded on a small clay tablet, fractured by the flames.
Mydei, don the crown.
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. But a sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father. He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious, he had but a breath left in him.
A Kremnoan dying on a sick bed? I would be a laughingstock to everyone.
Hephaestion, my dear friend, spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
No! None can take you away.
Mydei, our king, do not shed tears for me. It's not befitting of your status.
Oh, shit. Is this a Final Fantasy 14 reference? Shit. Oh. No. I think I got a title. Oh, God.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
Dry your tears. A smile is more befitting of a hero. God damn it!
What a grave trial indeed.
So much emotional damage, and we haven't even broke, what, 30 minutes yet? Or, yeah, around 30 minutes. God damn it.
Now I understand why you see immortality as a defect, or even a curse.
Sorry, I need a thumbnail.
My father
Just in
threw me
case.
into
They don't want to
sea
change
of
it.
souls to break the wheel of karma. But little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body and summon a fated revenge on his head. Following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there, against the dissent of many, Krateros included. I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. But I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall inevitably arrive.
If you take over Nikodor, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better choice?
I don't know, but I have never been crowned. And those 5 were never endowed with any titles. None is aware of their glory.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more people, such as the Grand Craftsman. Cartonis' people seem to have been through comparable dilemmas. And that teacher of yours, Krateros?
Dee, we've got a big problem! Big problem!
Lady Triby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save Trinan! She got affected by Krateros!
Oh boy.
Krateros! What's going on?
Mydei. It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force and forced her to bring him to the vortex of Genesis. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally failed.
Is she telling the truth? Why did you do that?
Because he wants to become the god of war, just like his goddamn namesake is.
Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife. Then they will lead our people home.
Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Krateros, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play to you?
Do you know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the flame-chased journey are just excuses for you to seize power.
Silence, Krateros. Do you even know what you're saying?
Are you defending this woman, Mydei? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past millennium, their people massacring each other? Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Nope.
Are you done talking?
I don't think he's coming back.
By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment alone. Krateros, your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal! Someone has to resolve this conflict between the cities. Lord Kratos did not use violence to harm us. We can sense that his anxiety stems from his concern for his people's future. Please, Aglaya, hear us out first.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, Lord Kratos. We were so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy that we neglected those of you not favored by its message. Your accusations were harsh, but justified. We wish to earn your trust, and those of the Kremnoans. I think the best way to do that is to take you to witness the source of the prophecy for yourself.
How are you going to show me something that has no form?
You've heard about that Outlander, right? She has somehow made a connection with Orynyx and can completely replicate scenes from the past. We will ask for her aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanisopolis, we will show you everything from that distant memory, Kratos.
A fair proposal. I accept.
Until then, you will be stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no argument.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner. Do as you please, demigod.
Teacher, why did you do this?
Forgive me, young master. But I just cannot wait any longer. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos. We placed all of our hopes in you, but never received an answer.
Yeah, but Rome wasn't built in a day, so, you know.
This obsession for returning home has become a sickness for our people. Wise as you are, I refuse to believe that you can't see the truth.
You have a clear head, which is why you're also incomparably alone. A smart person can only choose to tangle himself with the mundane of this world. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Moose, just as you did back then.
Man, okay. At least it wasn't too serious.
A fierce fighter. I did not expect such heroism from a feeble Acheron. Fulfill your duty as the victor, and tell me your name. I seek an honorable death from you.
As if you have any honor. Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Mydei. I'm here to finish you, Father.
Oh, how is the consequences of my actions?
It is you, the beast spurned by all. So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan dynasty.
Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. It's the reason I have this body of steel.
Maybe we should have Mighty fight the Edgelord and see how he fares.
You
Fight the Nazgul guy.
Stand at death's door, Father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated the body of a god. Hyakis! You're a weak king. So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you. Now, fate's reckoning is upon you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself with an old king's blood and inherit it all. Become the new rightful king of Kremnos.
No. I don't want the crown. Listen. There's only one end for the kings of Kremnos.
then the crown means nothing to me. All I want is your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos will not fall with you. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp, my son? You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now, kill me! The son of Borgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
Krataros. He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Might as well go see him. Grand Craftsman. How have you been?
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have. But before that, take this.
What's this?
A signet ring. For the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it. I did.
What? Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you. Ask now.
Fate I've always denied has finally caught up to me. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs, the Council of Elders, the Kremnoans. Even the bards who will write it all into song.
Yet hesitate still, you do. Hesitate, why do you, young king?
Because of my people. Be they men, women, the elderly or children. The hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day. For the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions and song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years.
Damn.
They seek vengeance.
10 generations,
become
man.
Prosperous and decline. How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Souls in all those years? How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided? I accept that fate, become the totem of strife, and lead my people into repeating the same mistakes. Then of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king.
A different kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
Mama, I had a dream last night.
Oh. Now what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah. The ocean and the sky were really, really dark. But there were so many of me that I wasn't scared at all, because we'd all sing together. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Yanis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphorius.
You think so?
What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. And it was very, very tall. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. When the wave smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Did she just foresee the black tide, according to what we're understanding here?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius, but it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away?
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages, yeah?
Yeah!
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure you'll remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember. Who am I looking for?
Your friends, who will chase the black tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? I don't remember.
This is super depressing.
I used to sit here.
I was not expecting
and
this.
listen to Mama tell stories. Oh, how I wish to see you again, Mama. Am I dreaming? Use the spindle to connect everyone.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic, bold, and cautious. She'll be able to get everyone together.
Wow, that's amazing! Can I be the captain?
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear. I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside, covered in golden fig trees. There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very delicate.
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate it. Who could that be?
Are they talking about Aglaya?
I know! She's Trivy! I named this doll after myself? I don't remember it all.
Oh, wait.
Is this a dream? Or something that happened in the past?
Yeah, because I think because our personalities split apart.
It's packed full. Mama must have left all of these for me. All the words are blurred out. Could it be that my memory is fading? Bad chest! You can't lock me away! Huh? Why is this doll inside a chest? It's holding a sword. Why?
Many years later, many brave warriors will board this ship. They're skilled combatants who fear no danger.
Ooh,
Is she?
I can learn how to fight
Wait.
too and protect everybody.
Is she gonna be like Jason the Argonauts? But instead of being a collection of heroes, it's all her.
Silly girl.
So
You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight.
Alright.
Oh, whoops.
Then where will they come from?
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish, while another comes from a magnificent royal city. Though each has their own troubles.
Okay, now they're talking about
Mydei
Mydei and Finon.
Long voyage.
She predicted the future, it looks like.
This way, they'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trian back then? Was it just a coincidence? Or...
Maybe the passage Titan is not just teleportation, it's also foreseeing the future.
Change your destiny.
When navigating at sea, you need to know both astronomy and geography.
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila.
Alright. Even though my brain is already super duper smart, I'll still try my very best.
Circe also favors children who try their best. They will send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach your dreams.
I want to be a teacher too. Oh, wait. I'm super duper smart. So I want to be the teacher's teacher.
Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, you might need to tone down that hyper energy of yours.
Then Trinan can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great teacher. Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory. But now, I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream.
Come, let's line them up.
A blackboard? And what is that drawing? Doesn't ring a bell at all. Perhaps it's just a childhood doodle.
I just like that way she walks, really going at it. Damn, she has a big room.
Now, Trebios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our song.
Music box? What's that?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
I invented it? What does it do?
Oh, my lovely Trebi. You're usually so bright. What's gotten into you today? Well, you might as well see for yourself. Put your good friends on it and see the wonders it can do.
Put the dolls on. It's rotating. And I can hear something.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful music. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
I don't remember.
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephili, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land, converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
What's going on?
Oh yes, please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close. On the bloodied earth, the living dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger.
It's suddenly a horror game. What the hell?
The start. A voyage born in solitude. What is the end? A spirit, lonely and subdued. Lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. 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 Run! Traitors, run! The black tide has arrived!
Where can I go? Why? Are there dolls everywhere?
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end. Only one person can.
I know! It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, treatments. Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl. I will never leave you. But remember this, Trevius.
That was fucking scary.
All shall bid farewell to one. And that person alone will witness the miracle. Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphorius. I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trevius.
That was an insane magnitude of emotional damage there. I was like, what am I? What see?
Still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dreams.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No. Our heart is still racing.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you as well. If you want, I can pass through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I get a feeling Aglaya's not telling the whole truth. She can yoink everyone to tell the truth, but she doesn't have that say. She can completely lie, for all we know.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean?
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we are offered another possibility. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We've already agreed on this, right?
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So, what would you like for breakfast, Aggie?
What? Where did that come from?
After all this talking, we're feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine! Leave it to us. You should rest for now. It won't take long, and we'll call you when it's done.
In that case, thank you.
Then, see you tomorrow, Aggie. Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memories are slipping away. Even the image of Mama. Just as expected. Another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Oryx will be willing to help us.
Maybe. At the same time, somewhere in Akama. Oh no.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's you.
No way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment, as always. Could you please teach me everything you know about the Black-Robed Swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun, and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched Ides Elysiae to the ground. And killed everyone.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akama stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Amphorius?
It's possible. Much like the Black Tide, no?
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Finon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy. I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Trevi. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
Wow, time's moving fast.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what happened in the grove. That monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Nightmare. I can't forget. Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate, Trian? Trian threw it away. Far, far away. It's never coming back. We got back safe from the Grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the Flame Chase journey can continue.
The foreshadowing is hurting me.
Sorry. Trian feels a bit dizzy. Why are we here again?
For the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecy's past to everyone. First, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone without hiding anything. Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan, Oryx, for help.
Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the Lucid Hour tomorrow. Oh, yes! Trian remembers now.
Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan.
Saffron? It's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Oryx empty-handed?
Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that is experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her, and she really loved it.
I see. It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone.
But it all depends on whether Oryx is willing to help us.
This could be a problem.
After all, it was us who took the core flame from Yanis, from Oryx's kin.
We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way...
In our current state, we probably can't do anything to them.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Leave it to Trian. Trian knows how to play cute. In any case, let's look for Saffron first. I hope there's still some left in the temple, untouched by Nikador's soldiers. I remember that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars. Let's be on the lookout as we go.
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
What? Aggie? No. It's an illusion. Wow, this room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Orynyx? What are you two whispering about? Treeby? Trinan? Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar. Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there.
Oh no.
Over here! Follow Trian! Trian, slow down!
I'm not gonna like this one bit, am I?
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
Right here! I summon thee, Orynyx! Stir up ripples of past reverie! Something's appeared! Wait, we should read it first. Wait, this is a letter? It mentions something about Saffron and Trebios? Isn't that name... Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? And how did Trian sense it? Could it be... our lost memories? Is it possible that we were already noticed by Orynyx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word? Orynyx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and death are two sides of the same. Reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Damn, Castrus is scary.
Are these visions also fragments of the past? Treeby! Trinan! Look what I found! Is this the safari? Coming! We'll take a look. But Trian, there's nothing in here. What? It was right in the stolium. Huh? There's really nothing here. That can't be! I swear I saw it! I swear! Trian is telling the truth. It was right there. Where did it go? Trinan, Treeby, why aren't you saying anything? Trian can't seem to hear you at all. We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trian.
Oh man.
What you saw was likely, Yana's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Orynyx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that? Something feels off. Treeby, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet? What do you mean? It might just be an illusion. But Trinan wonders, is Orynyx really putting us through a trial? Still no luck finding any safari. we can do without it. Let's try to convince Oryx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away. Whoa! Trina, look at this! So cool! There are so many of us now!
That's it.
Man. It's really quiet.
What are these guys doing here?
Titans live in dark places like this?
I don't think we should be here.
What's going on? Oryx disappeared?
The black tide probably got to Oryx. Because those are those things from earlier on the ground. Those weren't there the last time we were here.
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the black tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Oryx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, can you fly?
No, I can't. Why are you asking that?
Can that swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oryx! Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog? Or... Treeby, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What?
Yeah, I noticed that. We got company.
Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us. Treeby, Trina, come check this out.
Oh, fuck.
What's this? Tran feels like it's so familiar.
This bastard's back! He brought friends! Oh.
Treeby? See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Where am I? Little Gray? Snowy? And... wait... where's Trianne? Is she back?
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trianne.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trianne...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into two groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trianne's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame. I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Lord Finan! Lady Treeby and Lady Trinan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
Trinan will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Treeby, let's go.
Oh, man. Well, that escalated way too damn quickly. I kind of knew the signs, but...
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Akuma is currently in grave danger.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes. Just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss. So he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. She is the key. We need your other companion, too.
Ma'am, do you mean me?
Ma'am, English good! Ma'am, English good! Ma'am can speak! I gotta remember to clip that.
Is it Castrum Crimnos?
Yes. I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with her companion during the battle with Nikador, and how they awakened Castrum Crimnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Akima. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one?
Yeah.
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove, and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness, and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually, but that's a problem for another day. I've sent Castorus ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Fina, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go, and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
Yeah, but this time we don't have friends with a Titan that will just screw up the ads.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Akima is currently beset by enemies from within and without. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make. We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt. May carefully sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
Yeah, Mydei's missing.
He's dealing with a different problem. Don't worry. That man would never miss out on this fight.
Oh boy.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mydei.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination is... turns out to be Castrum Crimnos.
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Such bros.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways. Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Lydonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Lydonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. The Lydonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people. But...
let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad, but he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones, and traded them with the Lydonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain. That great fire marked the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the holy city. Meanwhile, that mountain they once lived in has turned into little more than foam inside the black tide.
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune.
They were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. But that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker. Why do you think that is? It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. Then, forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akuma soon to fight the great darkness of this world, and to shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, that I stand opposed to the flame chase, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot, and the only way to kill me.
Oh. He is Achilles.
You have my word.
Except no Achilles heel. I'm not gonna remember that.
Go now. The battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. But if you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. And loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can raise on his own. Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead. No way. A Kremnoan. I didn't think she'd manage to send the Kremnoans to assist. Brave warrior, what's the situation on the front line?
Nakaman, why are you here?
What? Didn't Aglaya tell you? We have been instructed to assist you in trapping the Flame Reaver.
Aglaya, that vile usurper. I spit on her name. Our king will be back soon. He'll be able to deal with you and that black robe.
The Kremnoans really are just like their king.
I'm very confused now.
Rest in peace. May your glory last forever.
I think they may have just gone here on their own as soon as they heard they were going to put a trap.
Did they come to fight on their own accord?
Mydei probably leaked information.
We're almost there.
See.
Once we take back the core flame, Yanis' passage will open. When that happens, you must evacuate immediately. Don't stay behind. The rest will be up to how well we work together.
But remember what Mydei said before? Cast aside all distractions once you're on the battlefield.
Let's go, partner. Today, destiny shall stand with us.
Oh boy, we're back for round 2.
Finally.
You brought a gun to a sword fight.
Pent in the memories of the dead. Executioner.
You know, it'd be very funny if you brought him in the middle of an arena of all these Kremnoans in the past start ganging on him.
The Titan would have sacrificed me.
Ow.
Of humanity, it is more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world.
Open sesame.
This theme music is so badass, though.
Sure, I'll play. It's on me.
Okay. I don't think we're going to kill him in one go here. Yeah, I gotta be careful. My stupid controller still leans towards the left, or for whatever reason.
This world returned to the victory.
Ow, ow, ow. This might be bad.
I don't have time. The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. Curiosity.
Erda, please kill this guy, because I'm pretty sure he'll one-shot us if we're not careful. Okay, good.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse your knowledge.
And he has a second phase. That's always lovely.
Spend freely.
Mini.
Return to the victory.
Ow.
They're trying to overwhelm us with something. Split up. Take them out.
Okay.
What a spirited display, Deliverer.
Yeah, Adventure's just going to be playing tank at the moment. Ow. Ow.
Watch your head. The dice have been cast.
This guy scares the shit out of me.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
I don't have time. Open sesame.
Healing now. Heal now, damn it.
Spend freely.
We in danger. Because I'm pretty sure he'll probably kill Stell.
Nothing but a point. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Owie. Ow!
Watch your head.
The truth, everything in this world.
He just destroys the shield like it's nothing.
Immerse yourself in it.
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me.
Okay, okay, we're good. We good?
Open sesame.
Oh shit.
Curious, endless riddle.
Berta, please!
Nothing but a point.
Berta! Ow.
Frick, the dice have bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Get ready, Croft. Can't hold out much longer. Quiet.
At long last.
How embarrassing.
You didn't come down from the sky?
The city is mine anyway. Why shouldn't I go through the front door?
Round 2! Fight!
Minion of the Black Tide. I, King of the Kremnoan Legion, will be your opponent today.
Then burn my dynasty and
Time no see.
strife.
Mikado.
Damn, okay. Okay. We good, I think.
Expand your thinking. Allow me to purge the room.
Uh-oh.
Time to cleanse the filth.
We might be in trouble. We might be in trouble! He's not dying! Again!
Such petty tricks.
Open sesame. Curiosity, endless riddle. Nothing but a point.
Like, maybe we should brought Serval just for the added damage.
Watch it crumble.
It's on me.
That feels like it's gonna hurt.
Leads to self-destruction. I am not sending a dynasty to examine.
Okay, Virgil. Oh my. Ah, that would have been very terrifying if we let you did all that.
Good opener to the ceremony. We honor the fallen gods with this fight to the death.
Ow.
The truth, everything in this world is bleeding.
Uh-oh.
Open sesame. Curiosity, endless riddle. Nothing but a point. Expand your thinking.
It's time to end this.
You were oh. Are we sure this isn't Virgil? Virgil and his dimension hopping nonsense.
Heed my call. I am the Lance of Fury. The agony this world needs.
Witness this. New God has come to Castro Kronos.
That was metal as fuck.
Look! The warriors have returned!
But are the rumors true? Has Orynyx fallen?
It's as the Council of Elders said.
Oh shit, I just realized my thing popped up. Hold on, just give me a second.
Those heirs are only inciting more chaos. They don't
Right,
care
my
about the people's
popped
safety.
off of my freaking controller this entire time, and I did not even realize it. Hold on just a second, guys. I don't know why it took me a whole hour and 46 minutes to realize that my mic was off and I was just talking through the damn controller.
They really gave the core flame of strife to a Kremnoan at the end.
What a noisy crowd.
This, doesn't feel right.
It's probably because Orynyx is gone. Orynyx was a generous titan in the eyes of the people. They graced us with miracles, allowing humanity to reap many a convenience from the past.
What they don't know is that the Titan didn't do all of that of its own volition. Regardless, the Titan has fallen, and we must surrender Orynyx's core flame.
A meeting with that woman again so soon? I just can't catch a break.
Professor Anaxa, why don't you find someplace to rest for matters that require Aglaya's attention are piling up? You two meeting again will, forgive my honesty, only distract her. Just try to stay on your best behavior, if you know what I mean.
That's not up to me, I'm afraid. I've been trapped in her prison the moment I set foot in this holy city. The price of having a Titan living in my head, I suppose. Don't worry, I don't want trouble either.
Professor Anaxa can be a bit unrestrained. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
I'm sure you don't need my help handling Orynyx's core flame. So I'll be off. I have some personal matters to attend to.
It somehow feels like D has closed himself off even more after he completed his trial.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the past few days.
Yep.
You've been lost in thought for a while now too, Treeby. Did Trinon bring news?
Yes. She has found Trian.
I want to say that's good news, but considering how that scene ended...
She was at the bottom of the valley outside the temple. But that's where the good news ends.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. They also found someone else besides Trian. He was no better than a corpse when Trinan and Hyacinth arrived. He had suffered more cuts than could be counted and leaped off a cliff from a great height. All to free Trian's body from the clutches of the black-robed swordmaster.
What a brave soul. Do we know who he is?
Yes, it's Krateros.
Oh!
Stop! If you want this girl dead, you'll have to kill me first.
How ludicrous. Your body made of flesh and blood as it is will not survive more than a single strike from me.
Better to die in battle than return even in glory. As a Kremnoan, I know not the fear of death.
She's lost her divinity. I have no interest in an empty shell. But answer me this, child of strife. Why do you raise your shield for her?
As the leader of the God Shield Brigade's elite, I protected the king against the Black Tide with this very shield. And I've done this over and over, hundreds and thousands of times. A pathetic killer like you could never understand the weight it bears.
Pity and crumble like rusted iron.
Good. Supreme glory shall be mine, as I indulge in the libations and incense offered by my descendants. Come, let us fight! For Kremnos! For my king! For Amphorius!
I just got goosebumps when he said that.
We foresaw this cruel parting 1,000 years ago. Today is but a reminder of that bitter taste.
But Lady Aglaya, I don't understand. It wasn't life itself that Lady Trian lost. Why does she look like she really turned into a doll? I don't understand.
Don't be sad, Hyacinth. Trian has used up her borrowed time from Yanis, that's all. Her spirit is now riding the west wind, flying ahead to a world free of sorrow.
If a world like that truly exists, does that mean everyone from the Grove is there too?
It exists, Hyacinth. Do you not remember? The prophecy that guides the Chrysos heirs is the voice of Kethely before it fell silent. It loves all of its creations dearly, and would never bear to lead us astray with lies. What about the Crimnoan veteran? How is he doing?
The Twilight Courtyard has done all we can. Even so, we've only managed to keep him from breathing his last. I had to use the Sky Priest's techniques to help him to walk again. But if light ever disappears from Akama for good... No. Let's hope that never happens.
Tough old man.
The parting hour is upon us. Yet the golden thread runs slack. The heroes have returned with their spoils.
Everyone, please take this opportunity to rest and prepare for what awaits us.
Stell almost died because it singly targeted her half the time.
And brought tidings of triumph. Truly a moment worthy of celebration.
But where's my girlfriend Casterus?
Incredible to think that we returned to Nikador's core flame not so long ago. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that you and your friend's arrival has melted the glaciers of history.
That's cool though, but I want Casterus back. We've built an actual glacier before.
You could say this is the true face of history.
Yes, because we were talking about Bella Bog.
1,000 years, only to awaken for this one moment. Alas, now is not the time for a study of history. I do not see a Naxa around. Was this under your instructions, Finan?
Yes. It just seems much more efficient than letting you two go at it endlessly.
A rash decision. After all, he still bears a core flame with him. I do concur with your assessment of efficiency, though. Now, let us table the issue concerning him for the moment. The more urgent matter is the core flame of Orynyx. The Chrysos heirs had initially crafted a plan regarding the order to return the core flames. For titans like Orynyx and Circes, who harbor no intentions of harming humanity, our strategy entailed assuming their divinity only at the very end, But this unforeseen turn of events has thrown everything into disarray.
If we don't return the core flames to the vortex of Genesis, and we leave the Titan's divine positions vacant, we can't even begin to imagine the disaster that would follow. But the most pressing issue at hand is that we haven't found the Chrysos heir capable of bearing Orynyx's divinity.
Finan, Castris, Mydei, and Hyacinth. Treeby and I devoted a millennium scouring the world, only to find these few people. Only a chosen few possess the capacity to assume divinity. The elite among the Chrysos heirs. We would never hastily extend our invitation without first verifying their potential to bear such power. Yet, we cannot compel anyone into divinity, as it would be no different from sentencing them to the gallows.
Truly a dilemma.
Yeah. How about letting her give it a try?
Ma'am, English good! Ma'am, English good! Owner isn't liable for their pet's words. Aww. I'm serious.
You're special,
You're special, Ma'am, English good! I need to clip that one later, too. Where's this little Wait. What? Oh, yeah. Oh. Old man, you live.
I see the Reaper has forsaken you too, teacher.
It simply put my life in the hands of the Twilight Courtyard. That priest girl's medical talents are truly exceptional. She might be far from the ordinary girl we envisioned, but this isn't about me, Mighty Mos. I saw it. You finally decided to embrace your own fate.
Power of strife is stirring a tempest within me as we speak. My bones have turned into steel, and my blood is seething in a blaze. Past rulers of Kremnos could only aspire to this might, yet I have merged with it. I've made history, and henceforth divinity and kingship shall coexist as one.
Oh god, he is going full Gilgamesh.
Indeed.
Demigod.